Do what you can with what you've got where you are. Teddy Roosevelt, my friends, each and every day, 10 to 15 minutes, no matter where you are. Find the time, do it. You'll learn the nuances being in the market every day, and you'll learn by doing. And don't worry about how long it takes, because once you master these charts, once you understand the fundamentals and the nuances, you'll make up for all the time you ever spent. And this is loads of fun. I come to you guys every single day. I have for 11 years now doing this. Every day the market is open. The first week I took off was this year to go on a European cruise. Theretofore, I tried to do from the boats I was on. I tried to do and did most every day. Particularly once we started getting good satellite reception on the boats. I didn't have to wait till I got into port and I could provide. But I said, you know what? I'm going to take a week off. And I did. It was nice to reset. But that's the only time I've taken off. If I can do this every day in addition to my own trading, my own investing, my own work, and do this for free for you guys, I don't care how busy you think you are. If it's important enough, you will find the time. Okay, enough preaching. Let's jump into these charts. Everything's up for the day except Bitcoin, which is down over 2%. We'll start first with the S&P 500, up 0.55%. And you can see as things have skyrocketed up. Let's see, did we reach the high in the morning or the afternoon? In the morning, we were 754.85. In the afternoon, 755.15. So we hit the high in the afternoon, and look at this. We just keep going. We have been long for many weeks, and we're staying long, and we're continuing to go up. It is just beautiful. If you've been riding this wave, even into the summertime trading zone, it has been very nice. And again, we are still long. Haven't had a lot of volume on the weekly chart, but prices continue to move up. You can see on the 2-day how finally, because the average volume has, this is the black line here, has gotten so low, it's finally run into the volume metric, but that's only because it's gone down so much. But the last few days, except for one period here, the last 4, we've been right there at average, and the one prior above. Now, don't see a lot of volume here on the 2-day for Thursday. We'll see how that continues to mount up, and don't forget we are short a day this week. So again, reaching higher highs. We're long on the S&P and happy. Let's see what's up with the Qs as we look at it. It's up 0.84% for the day. And again, same thing, reaching a higher high this week. Volume, don't know that we'll get up to average, as we can see also on the weekly as the average volume metric has continued to move down. You see it on the 2-day also. But again, reaching a higher high, and looks like that also occurred in the afternoon. So again, still long on the NASDAQ, and we have been reaping the benefits. Now, bonds do appear to be turning around, and we may very well find ourselves tomorrow afternoon. We'll see how things look on bonds, but they started moving up quite nicely all the way back on Wednesday, the 20th of May, and have just continued to move up. We have 2 nice green up candles. It's just the first day of the latest 2-day candle, but we clearly pushed through back on the Tuesday, Wednesday. This week started off pushing through, and we have broken the trend. Now, this is interesting. You can see where we had above average volume with the interim low and this nice turnaround. It's not a spinning top, which is what we like the most, but it is moving up nicely. May very well do analyze this, see if you want to go long bonds tomorrow. Gold, isn't this interesting? Check out the half-day chart. We've had this floor in here. We drew it where the candle hit the low back on the week beginning the 23rd of March after gold hit its highs, and then rolled over and really smashed down hard. And this is where it landed. Well, it looks like we've moved down to it, bounced off of it this afternoon up 1.05%. could crash through tomorrow. If it does, that'll tell us a lot. If it continues to bounce off and move up, which it's done before, of course, we'll pay close attention to that and might find ourselves going long on gold. May not. This is hard to call. It's just been, really lackadaisical and hard to see what the pattern is. What about Bitcoin? Well, Bitcoin laid in another down move, 2.08%. That happened, more than that happened in the morning. It ended up at the end of the day down 2.08%. But again, after 6 weeks of up movement, second week now, looks like it's established in this bearish trend, moving down on Bitcoin. Where might it move down to? Well, the next place we have to put a break is probably somewhere around the 1850 mark or so. So again, we will continue to watch, do that, figure it out, and get things set. That is where we are, my friends. If you have questions, problems, concerns, we're always happy to hear from you. cw@chartingwealth.com. Oh, by the way, the inverse for Bitcoin is BITI. That typically is an, fairly liquid inverse. Might be something fun to practice trade. You can see how it's been going up. It's inexpensive. You could even, for $100, you could buy 4 shares. You lose 20%, that's $20. It's not like $100,000. But again, might be something fun to practice for those of you who are getting ready to sort of migrate away from paper trading into real money trading. And of course, the best way to do that is fractional shares or small dollar amounts. I'm going to put that training at the end of today's video for everyone. It's a great training, helps you sort of understand why you'd want to do that. It gets you to learn how to put in good till canceled sell orders, all the kind of fun stuff you learn by doing, and you only learn by doing. You just got to do it. Got to enter trades, exit trades, set things up if you're into stops and all the other fun things there are out there, learning the mechanics of what it's like to trade rather than just doing it on paper and sometimes pushing the envelope and not really being honest with yourself. You got a little bit of money laid into something like $100 with 4 shares of BITI, and it goes against you, it's going to show up on the bottom line and keep you honest. That's where we are, folks. God bless. All the best from the whole team at Charting Wealth.